COVID-19 response. World Food Day 2020 will call for global cooperation and solidarity to help the most vulnerable to recover from the crisis. It will call on countries to build back better by making food systems more resilient and robust so they can withstand increasing volatility and climate shocks, deliver healthy and sustainable diets for all, and decent livelihoods for food system workers. At the same time, World Food Day 2020 will celebrate fish or transport our food and call on the public to thank these food heroes who, no matter the circumstances, continue to provide food to their communities and beyond, helping to grow, nourish, and sustain our world. And this year theme will be related to the need to support our food heroes, farmers, and workers throughout the food system who are making sure that food makes its way from farm to fork, even amid disruptions as unprecedented as the current COVID-19 crisis. And World Food Day also hosts an annual poster competition with the 2020 brief calling on all children and teens between ages 5 to 19 around the world. The world is full of food heroes, from farmers to drivers, shop assistants, food bank or government representatives, etc., who, despite various challenges such as the current COVID-19 pandemic, work hard to make sure that food makes its way from farms to our table. In the 75 years since the founding of Food and Agricultural Organization, the world has made great progress in the fight against poverty, hunger, and malnutrition. Agricultural productivity and food systems have come along a way. Still, too many people remain vulnerable. More than 2 billion people do not have regular access to enough safe and nutritious food. The COVID 19 pandemic has added to this challenge, threatening to reverse important gains in food security, nutrition, and livelihoods. This is the time to address the persistent inequalities and inefficiencies that have continued to plague our food systems, economies, and social support structures. Yes, now it's the time to build back better. Let's make every day as World Food Day. The Padma Shri Institute of Management and Sciences are very happy to celebrate this World Food Day 2020, and I'm so honored to welcome our eminent speakers of today, Dr. Prabodh Halde, past President, AFST, Mr. Suraj Kumar, Manager, Nestle, and also I'm heartily welcome our Principal Madam, Dr. M. Anuradha, and my faculties, my fellow colleagues, and students, and all the participants across the states. Dear participants, kindly note our live webinar of today's session. Simultaneously, you can watch in YouTube Live too. I request participants to follow Padma Shri Institute of Management and Sciences channel. Certificates will be given for the registered participants. I request everyone to stay until the end of the webinar. Feedback link will be shared during the session only in the chat box and in the comment box in YouTube Live. Participants, you'll get the certificate within 15 days of time and only for those who have given feedback. Please make sure to enter your correct name and mail ID. Mails and messages are not entertained regarding the certificates, and no feedback forms will be sent through mail or WhatsApp. We'll be sharing only in the chat box or in the comment box of YouTube channel. Hope we can start the session. For the first talk, I would like to welcome Dr. Prabodh Halde, sir. Dr. Prabodh Halde, he is the past president of Association of Food Scientists and Technologists of India, CFTRI Mysore, and a renowned food technologist with a well-rounded multidisciplinary experience. He is currently working in Marico as head regulatory in R&D. He has a passion to nurture the young entrepreneurs. Dr. Prabodh has 24 years of string industrial experience and worked for Bakeman's, ACC, and Coca-Cola India. He is on various boards and renowned trainer in area of food processing, food safety, and startup. He is central advisory member for FSSAI, Government of India, as a representative of food industry. He supported over 250 startups directly and indirectly also helped over 400 students in shaping their career. An accomplished motivational and technical speaker, he has delivered more than 200 seminars and lectures at different conferences all across India and abroad on food processing, quality, and food safety. He has represented India 5 times for Codex meeting from the year 2012 to 2019. His chosen area of expertise is food safety and regulations. He received many prestigious awards, including National Food Safety, that is Eat Right Awards 2019 in Professional by FSSAI. He has written much appreciated books on food safety regulation for sectors such as oil industry, bakery industry, and the retail industry. These informative books have proved to be very useful guides for food business operators. He has also published 5 motivational books for students named Prabodhika. Recently, fifth Prabodhika was blessed by Sri Ramnath Govind, President of India. He also worked for Urban Welfare Foundation for underprivileged section of society. In COVID-19 condition, Dr. Prabodh sir, he has trained over 80,000 students directly and indirectly and industry people through his 65 webinars and videos. Sir, we are so honored by your presence today. Please welcome for the talk, Scope of Food Tech in Light of COVID-19. It's over to you, sir.
Thank you and happy World Food Day. I thanks organizer. I thanks ma'am. Thank you Dr. Shraddha ji for so kind invitation. Friends, today is the World Food Day. If you are having 3 times of food, you are very lucky because in the world, 40 crore people go to bed without having a food, and that's the reality. FAO has taken this as a challenge by 2030. Nobody will go to bed without food. And that's why we celebrate this World Food Day. Can I show my presentation?
Yeah, sir, please. Sir, kindly disable the annotation, sir.
Okay. Is this correct? Ma'am?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir. It's fine.
So first, would like to thanks to the management of Padma Shri Food Institute. Today's World Food Day theme is Grow, Nourish, Sustain Together. Our actions are our future. If we want to give the better future for your own children, you need to understand the sustainability. And growth is at respect to the sustainability. Nourishment is important. So we can actually make a difference for the next generation. World Food Day, we being a food technologist, it's a double responsibility on us that whatever we grow, we need to process is for distribution. I will bring to that point later. Today, everybody is going through the COVID situation. Entire world is absolutely stopped. We all are connected on the online, but there is a problem, so there is a solution. And if there is a problem, there is an opportunity. As a food technologist, it's a big opportunity for all of us. Opportunity and responsibility. Government of India has given 3 lakhs rupee, 3 lakhs crore package in the area of agriculture and food processing. It is a good thing. On this World Food Day, whatever we are doing, we need to really bring innovation in our work. We need to increase the risk taking ability. I just want to recall your old days if you have done this, because the people like us, those who have completed their graduation during before 2000, the people who are born before 1980, certainly I can vouch for you. We have done this thing. Seeing the movie one day before the exam, eating the fruit by climbing on the tree, traveling in the general coach without reservation, or traveling solo. If you have done this, you have that DNA, which is called as a risk taking ability. And wherever you go, you will do something different. I want you to recall your old memories if you have done this. If you have done this, just post in a chat box, yes, you have done it. I always respect a tradition, history of the India with respect to the food, science, and technology. Unfortunately, these things we don't get to know in our normal textbook. But I appeal to the technologist. This COVID has given us a good opportunity to understand the traditional food, importance of Ayurveda, and our own tradition. Because there is no medicine for the COVID, so people have started working on their own, and we are taking kadas, we are taking sattvic food, we are eating at home. You will be surprised to know that 7,000 years back, there was a king called King Nala, Nala Damayanti Nala. He has written a book. He was the first food technologist of the India called Nala Paka Darpan. 11 chapters book available on the YouTube, available on the Google. It is also being translated in Kannada. 11 chapter, the first chapter talks about hygiene of the person who is cooking it. So chef, hygiene of the people who serve the food, waiters, processing of the food, preservation of the food, veg food, non-veg food. Amazing. Ma Sita was the best cook. She has given a lot of recipes on the forest material, using the forest material. Bhim Ballava, when he was in Agyatwasa, then he has written a book. He was the chef of the king, and that time he has written a book. What king should eat, what servant should eat, what is a sattvic food, what is not sattvic food, tamasic food. He has also invented a dish called Avelia, which is a South Indian dish that was the first discovered by him. Amazing book. It is written in the Mahabharata, Agyatwasa, chapter 12. Interested candidates, while doing a MTech or doing a PhD, we always can find out some objectives of our own ancient history. Shah Jahan was a best cook. He was a fond of lot of food. Nuksai Shah Jahan is a very famous book. He has given a recipe of more than 300 food articles. Gulab Jam was written there first time. Various non-vegetarian dishes, naan katai, biscuits, bread is mentioned in that book. You will surprised to know that sambar, which we eat as along with the idli, dosa, that sambar was first time presented to King Sambhaji Maharaj, first time at Tanjavur. Then the king of Tanjavur was Shahuji Maharaj, who was cousin of Sambhaji Maharaj. In honor of that, they wanted to give kadhi or amati, which is a Marathi food. The cook has added imli ka pani, which is a tamarind water, instead of curd. And the dish which got prepared, instead of kadhi or amati, the dish was called sambar in name of honor of Sambhaji Maharaj. I appeal to Professor, if we can bring our own tradition. Let me tell you, Kannada, Karnataka is such a rich soil, such a rich tradition in India today. Now, this COVID has taught us, do not touch, keep your slippers away. While coming to anybody's house, clean your leg, wash your hand. I remember many of my friends are from Karnataka, and Hubli, Dharwad, Bangalore, Mysuru. When I visit to their houses, still they follow these rituals. This is a part and parcel of our tradition. So it is a very scientific rituals, scientific concepts, and it's very, very important. Friends, in last 5 6 months, the entire world has been changed from blue to red because of this COVID. Nana Patekar has taken the a very famous dialogue called Ek Machhar. So here one virus has literally, it is being said, if we add all the viruses of COVID together, and if you manage to weigh that particular mass, it will hardly weigh some 100 gram. So one virus has literally stopped us. But positive point about India, we are recovering very fast. Look at the spice belt. Look at the coconut belt in the country. Look at the northeast belt. Whoever is eating the spices, whoever is eating the traditional food, whoever is eating the coconut, whoever is eating the fish, omega 3, that belt is recovering very fast. Again, it is getting connected with the eating and recovery. Is this first time happening in the world? No. Such pandemic has happened. Such pandemic has happened. Do not worry. Do not feel negative. Think positive about this, what we can do next, how we can come out. Let's come out. The day will be brighter. Our future is bright. Students, if you want to be successful, you need to apply your right brain over left brain. A small exercise to know that which brain is your main brain working. You have to read the color given in this diagram and you try yourself. I appeal, I think I could see Anuradha. Anuradha ma'am or Dr. Shraddha ma'am. Can you read the first letter? What is written? Shraddha ma'am.
Yeah, sir, green.
Oh, wow. So if you are reading as a green, you are a right brain dominant. If you are reading as a yellow, you are a left brain. All creativity, all innovation comes with the right brain activity. So my students, my mantra is to you, IQ is important, but EQ is more important for success. EQ is with the right brain. How to maintain the relations, how to bring the creativity, how to manage the resources is a EQ. It's a right brain. This pandemic has taught us how to maintain the cordial relation with the family. First time, husband and wife are together for 5 months. If you happen to be without divorce, means you are managing the relation. Understanding others is very, very important. So, what my message is that students, it is not about your progress. Word sustainability has come in this word food day. Sustainability means understanding other person as it is, sustained. I am growing not at your cost. I am growing with you. That is sustainable. We want a progress, and these Western people are very smart people. They bring some word like sustainability. What after eating everything, then I say I'm sustainable now. So Western world has used all the resources and now they are teaching us you do sustainable thing. So forget about it. In our case, in India is always sustainable. Our agriculture is always sustainable. Here in India, we respect soil, we call Bhumata. We respect cow, we call Gomata. We don't require such kind of program to teach us. Do sustainable thing. We always are sustainable. We were always sustainable. But in between, we got misleaded and we were carrying forward with some on the different aspect. COVID has taught us to come back to the roots. And entire world is now listening to the sustainable way of Indian living. Namaskaram. You go to Canada anywhere, Bangalore, we still do Namaskaram. COVID has taught this sustainable. I don't want to spoil. I don't want to give my microbiological load to you. Namaskaram. So, friends, one message: improve your health, improve your right brain activity for a success. Success matters. More the crisis, more the innovation. If there is no crisis, no innovation. In the world, innovation has never happened with the filled stomach. Again, I am repeating. If your stomach is full, there is no innovation. If your stomach is empty, there is innovation. COVID has given us a big opportunity of innovation, and I'm appeal to you, please bring some innovation in your college, in your personal life, do something different. World War One, World War Two, big crisis has got big innovation. Entire 100 years, the biggest innovation, the number of patents got filed after World War Two. Concept of canning, concept of cafe, concept of Coca-Cola in the small pouch, small bottle, World War Two. Entire food processing industry per se is outcome of the World War Two. We are really looking for such kind of innovation now. I appeal to the students, activate your right brain, start looking at the problem, start giving the solution. ID battle, ID dosa, Mustafa Bhai. What a great innovation he has done. His business is growing in this pandemic 300%. Amazing innovation. Why a food technologist cannot do something like that? Because we never found the problem in the society which we want to identify a solution. I want you to think about on this World Food Day, I will not waste food. Whatever is the food is there, I will try to utilize it in a newer way. What Ola has done, resource management. Alibaba, Facebook, something different they have done. They have done disruption, they have done innovation, and they have done collaboration. So we really need to know all those things and apply in the food area. I want a student to take a appeal that in my life, whether I do the job, I do the startup, I will do something different because my birth is not for monotonous life, not for mediocre life. I will do something different. Can somebody from your college, university can bring a food, a innovation like what Ola has done, Make My Trip has done, Facebook has done, Internet has done, smartphone has done? Can we do that? We should try. If we don't do, if we don't do, what has happened to Ambassador car, Kodak film, pager, HMT watches, Dukes, Ravalgaon chocolate? They have vanished. They were number one, but they have vanished. So innovation is must, sustainability is must, competitive advantage is must, quality is must. Friends, a great startup comes with a great idea, but more than important, idea has to be implemented. Many people bring idea, they don't implement. Wastage of time. If you have idea, potential energy, convert that into the kinetic energy, which is actually a startup. Bring idea to the table, don't put idea inside the mind. Indian food processing industry, 75% sector is in a small sector. We require a good innovation in a small sector because Indian food industry is linked with the farmer directly. 1 crore investment in the food industry generate 10 jobs. So importance of the food processing is so important for the employment generation. Investment in food processing is such important that it generates the jobs. It helps the farmer. So please look into the small sector and do some innovation for them, do some problem solving for them. Indian food industry globally and in India, we are the largest producer of the milk, largest producer of fruits, vegetable, second largest producer of grain, major exporter. But in coming days, this slide is very important. What are the trends which are going to come for the food processing? personalized nutrition, plant-based meat, mock meat, safe and nutritious food, safe and packaging, organic and natural and traditional and vegan, e-platform, exports, home cooked food, packed versus loose, functional food, nutraceutical, convenience food, immunity boosting food, cloud kitchen, high protein, multigrain, ready to eat, ready to cook, immunity boosting food. And one more important thing, cut vegetables, doorstep vegetables. Because of this YouTube, a lot of people have started cooking at home, but they cannot prepare everything. So they want intermediate products like ID dosa batter or sauces. That industry is also going to grow. Look at these trends and think about what you can do, whether you want to join the business or you want to do the business or you want to do a job or you want to do research. Traditional food, huge actually demand in that area. Indian are blessed. We get home masala box, which is called as a magic box. All kind of masalas are there, and these masalas are something which are nutraceutical at the home. Cumin seed, turmeric, red chili powder, coriander, garam masala. These are given a flavonoids, alkaloids, polyphenols, all antioxidants. Such a dose of antioxidants has protected us for ages. It's very interesting. And this only happens in India. There is no masala box concept ever in any of the world, and we are protected. Today, everybody would like to feel healthy and see healthy. And that's why eat healthy is the mantra. Without wasting the food, eat healthy, eat sustainable is the message. Nutraceutical is a good opportunity. My fellow speaker, I think somebody is going to talk on the nutraceutical, health supplement, nutraceutical, FSDU, FSMP, probiotic, prebiotic, specialty food, novel food. These are going to have a great scope. FSS has approved this. Today's the definition of wealth has changed to health. W has been replaced with H. Today you call anybody, first question you'll ask on the phone, how is your health? You're not going to ask how much money you have. How is your health? How is your family? So health is wealth. And on this World Food Day, I think we should pledge. I will eat healthy. I will do exercise and I will not waste food. There are some signals which are coming like what are the transformation happening to India, digital transformation, different trends which are coming to the on the food, immunity boosting, packaged food, home cooked food, natural, organic, e-commerce. This is very, very important. Eating at home is going to be a big shift. Eating hotel का खाना घर में, hotel जैसा घर में. Just to tell you, Pani Puri sale has increased 700% in last 3 months. That is the number, 700%. People have eaten Pani Puri like anything. Nutraceutical, herbaceutical, dietary supplement has increased. Coconut oil is one of the superfood which can actually help in preventing COVID, and such studies has been started at the Philippines. APCC, Asia Pacific Coconut Community, has displayed these results in Singapore. Interesting to know. One more interesting observation, a country which eat haldi, which is a turmeric, you can keep Alzheimer's away. Look at UK population, US population, they don't eat turmeric. India eats turmeric. Look at the Alzheimer cases. We get 0.3% cases. UK and US gets close to 2%. Alzheimer is such a, every disease is bad, but Alzheimer is the most dangerous because you don't have a memory. You lost your memory. Turmeric prevents your deterioration of the neurological cells. Amazing property of the curcumin comes from the turmeric. It helps you in the anxiety, it helps in your depression, it helps in your impulsive behavior. Such a great product, turmeric. And you know, our traditional people are the food experts. They knew how to add turmeric. We said tadka. Boiling oil at 130 degrees Celsius, you add turmeric, entire actives of the turmeric, curcumin get absorbed into the oil, and that oil goes into the food, and that food you eat, you get a taste, you get a color, you get a actives. What a great concept of delivery of the actives. No other country has ever thought about tadka system, only India. Black people, same way. Packaged food is going to be a big future because first time people wanted healthy khana, safe food, and loose food do not guarantee a safety. So the safe food, packaged food. E-commerce is going to increase. Look at the e-commerce. You started buying online, and if you are in a food delivery, start thinking about e-commerce delivery. You will get a good thing. So future prospects is startup, exports, door delivery, e-commerce. These are the future prospects you have to work. But to make it successful as an entrepreneur, if you want to make it successful, you need to bring some kind of qualities in you, which is personal attribute, managerial skills, good technical knowledge. Knowledge can be acquired, but attributes cannot. COVID in future, the business is going to change. Online, digital, modern trade, export, rural market, home delivery are the new mantra. For that, we required we required big data, robotic, artificial intelligence, advanced food processing technologies. We have to adopt that. We cannot stay away from this. Innovation is important. Innovate or evaporate. Innovate or evaporate. If you are a student or if you have a startup, if you are an employee, do not worry about future in food processing. You got a good future. Somebody lost the job. One of my friend lost the job. He's a junior to me. I told him, because of the COVID, you lost the job, but not the dignity. You have a worth. Somebody will value your worth. Don't worry. Don't get disheartened. Friends, this phase will go. It is okay. You may have lost something. You may have lost some examination, paper, year, whatever. Jaan hai to jahan hai. Research and development got a good future. Start your company if you want to start. Startup as a good option. Limit your expenses. This year is a bad year. Do not go abroad. Do not buy any important capital cost. Play on your strength. If you are a good writer, understand it. If you are a good YouTuber, start doing that. Whatever the good activity in you, improve that. Help others, coordinate, cooperate, sharpen your skills. Manufacturing, continue that. If you are a brand, continue that. Don't try to mix, collaborate. Some success stories. Ritesh Agrawal of Oyo Room, amazing success story. At the age of 23, he started a business. At the age of 27, he is 7,000 crore company. My company chairman, Harsh Mariwala sir, innovation in his DNA. 10 crore in 1990, today 6,500 crore company with innovative products. Ramesh and Shona Chauhan, Parle Agro, a successful story. Again, 5,000 crore company today. We called any mineral water as a distillery. Rasna man, my dear friend, Piruj Khambata, he has given a fight with all the multinationals and today are doing a great business. Uh, from Bengaluru, he is Maya Saab of MTR Foods. Haldiram is a success story. Dheeraj Gupta for Jumbo Vada Pav. Gaurav Goenka at the age of 30 is one of the biggest exporter of the rice. A dairyman, Kurian Saab. Amazing story of the white revolution. Neeraj Khakkar of the paper boat. Again, he is from the Mysuru. He got a plant in Mysuru. Chai Point, Amulek Singh, founder and CEO of Chai Point. The important point is that every institute should work with the industry so creativity and innovation can work together for from the industry a commercialization can happen. Unless we marry industry with the creativity, industry with the academia, a result will not come. So time has come, we work together. Students, take risk, leave your comfort zone, participate positively, stay united, change your approach to the solution seeker. There are two kind of personalities in the life. One personality finds a problem in every solution or situation. Other personality is that they find a solution in every problem. You should know what kind of personality you are, what kind of personality you want to be surrounded with. Keep calm, innovate. Good time is coming for tomorrow. To summarize, agriculture, good scope, food processing, amazing scope. Student, you got a good future. Going abroad is going to be easy now because it's a cheap. Startup, again a good scope. India got a good agricultural output. We need to nurture it. China's loss in export, India's gain. Innovation is a must. Without innovation, no growth. Innovate or evaporate. You will become a Nokia or pager if you don't innovate. Health and wellness are the new normal. Thank you for giving me opportunity. I have asked for 30 minutes. I think 30 minutes are over. And these are my credentials. You can write to me. You can follow on the LinkedIn, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook. I will try my level best. I support more than 650 startups. If you want to be part of the startup community free of cost, I will add you into the group. Thank you. Thank you for invitation. Thank you, Dr. Shraddha. Thank you, Principal Ma'am. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir, for your excellent presentation. And sir, you have mentioned the importance of traditional foods. It's much needed now. And also you have motivated not only the students, including the teachers, by sharing the success stories of many successful people. And innovation never happened with full stomach. Yes, sir, you are absolutely true. COVID has brought us so many innovations. As sir said, we pledge we won't waste the food for sure. And you have created awareness among our students about startups in food industry and gave excellent ideas for the same. Really, we are so blessed by your presence on this World Food Day, sir. Thank you so much. Thanks for accepting our invitation. Participants, if you have any queries, you can write to sir. Sir has to attend one more webinar by 11 o'clock. So you can write to sir. Definitely, sir will respond to your queries, sir. Thank you. For the next talk, I would like to call Mr. Suraj Kumar. He's the manager for the co-manufacturing division, Nestle Private Limited. Mr. Suraj, he graduated from in BTech Chemical Technology and pursued Executive General Management in IIM, and he did MBA in Operation Management and Masters in Food Processing and Nutraceutical from Padma Shri Institute of Management and Sciences. Presently, he is the manager in co-manufacturing Nestle India Private Limited. He is having rich experience in manufacturing and operations management at various highly automated plants. He is having hands-on experience in application of statistical process control and Six Sigma techniques to ensure high process capability. Mr. Suraj sir is well versed in latest training and coaching techniques in preparation of individual development action plan and diversity analysis. He is also good in process engineering principles with its application to optimize operations. We are very happy to welcome Mr. Suraj sir for the next talk, Stay Nourished and Stay Healthy. It's over to you, sir.
Yeah, hi, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is safe and doing great. So I'll share my screen. Hello, good morning, everyone. Uh, Hope all of you had a very good conversation at the first, and even you had very good quantity of the breakfast, right? So in the morning, having a breakfast is always very important, as we know. But here, question comes about the quality, not about the quantity, as it's part to provide the required nourishment and how however the most important thing, whether you have enjoyed your breakfast, did you have a mouthfeel of your breakfast, or you have enjoyed your Facebook as usual. In the morning when we'll start our daily life, now it's time not for just to have a Facebook or chit chat, but most important thing, how much you are focusing on your food also. So let's start that what is the nourishment, what is the mouth feel, and how it is important to have a healthy environment and health to you. So to start that, to nourish a person, you know that it is to provide him the food that is necessary to nurture the life, the growth, and the good health. So as you all of have the background of the food and the microbiology background, so let's take an example of the microorganisms. So to grow them, it is very important that to have the perfect growth media. And along with that, yes, all the nutrients will have the in the growth media, but the growth conditions are also very important, like the temperature and the pH. So similarly, in this COVID time, as we know that we either working from the home or studying from the home, and very occasionally we are coming to office or to the college. So it is very important to follow the simple and very practical steps in line with the eat well plate theory, which you can see on the screen. As you know that as per the eat well plate theory, that 33% of the food, fruits and veggies, 33% of starch, 15% of the milk, and then protein, and then very less amount of the fat and sugary food. I am not going into stats and all. Let's talk about the practical things, what we have to do in our life to get maximum out of it, and so we can stay healthy. So during the office hours, you know that it is always very tough for your diet to manage, and you know that we all are very busy in our hectic work life. So how to balance that? In the practical experience, what I felt that first thing is the cut the junk. That we all know that junk food options are plenty available at our office premises or at the college. But I'm not saying that you have to avoid at zero. It cannot happen. Yeah, I know. But we can try, and always we have to have a check on the amount you take in one go. I'll tell you the best alternative so that you can even make it zero as well. Uh, I'll tell you that the best alternative, that is the home cooked meal. So you can, it is always a good idea to alternate your junk. You can pack your home cooked meals. So you say that what is special in that? I'll say that what how you will make it special, because if you will get up home cooked food also, but if it is not as per your interest, or it is not as per your preferences or taste, what will happen? Again, you will go with your friends, enjoy that snack at the one of the grocery shop or at the nearby restaurant. So you have to customize your home cooked meal as per your taste and preferences. And it is very important to remind yourself that yes, you need to finish your home cooked food before you are jumping to any other option. So next, as we know that water is very important, and nowadays as it is vital, especially for those who are working at air conditions office or at the home, because their skin will get devoid of the moisture. And definitely we all know that skin and our for health, it is very important to have the hydration in our body. So most important that at the office or at your table in the home, to keep at least a bottle of the water where you can have a sip of the water in between of the office hours to stay hydrated. Next come to the most important thing, that is the cold drinks. We all will enjoy the cold drink. We always say let's have a party. So in the party means in the college or in the office premises, cold drinks or soda are readily available, and we always will enjoy that and will think that yes, we had something in the party. But as we know that we should also aware that it is having the heavy amount of the sugar, and we all are aware. But still we are not going towards the homemade options or readily available option, that is maybe lemon drink or maybe low fat milk, which can be customized as per your requirement. And one important thing I would like to tell you here, that the label declaration of each and every refreshment you have to look at before to consume. It is very important to have a check on the background of the food nutrients, what is in, what is best for you in that. If it is high on the sugar or on the fat, it is not good refreshment at all for you. So you have to choose the alternative and never go for uh, undesired lifestyle instead of having a healthy options in front of you. So if I'll talk about the snack time, like basically the high tea time, what we will tell at the office hours or the college time. So we all know that healthy fruits and nuts we should have, but how? We have to stock your desk with plenty of these snacks. We can have the pine nuts, we can have the flax seeds, chia seeds, and these are very good options. And even you can have the fresh fruits and the salad of the fresh veggies as well. So then you will not go ahead with your friends if you have the healthy snacks at your desk. Next come to the other healthy eating options. You can choose the roasted chickpeas, yogurt, mixed nut, or uh, basically you have to choose as per your culture and as per your taste and preferences. And you have to have the small portions at defined interval. It will give you an impact. Seventh option, if we will see that you have to control your cravings. Basically control your cravings. It should not have that if your friend has got a very good samosa or the burger and you have your homemade food, still uh, you have the craving to have that. Why? Because your homemade food is not as per your desired option or your preferences. So you have to customize your food, and then only you can control the cravings. You have to make sure that yes, you have to choose the healthy food as per your requirement. Another important thing is the portion. Even if we will get the homemade food, but if we are making our stomach too much full at the high tea only, or with the roasted nuts, or with healthy options so called, or with the any other options available at our desk, then we can we it will impact our meal as well. So it is always important to have the tiny portions, and you have to have a check of the portions before taking uh, into the proper time. It is always necessary to have a control on the unnecessary calorie and the weight. The most important thing of this part is the mindfulness. as I told that in the morning, most of us will start the Facebook instead of focusing on your breakfast or the lunch or the dinner, or will be watching the TV during our having the homemade food, or will be busy on the conference call or attending important meeting, and we are not focusing and mindful on the nourishment or the food what we are having. So actually it is a way to feel your food, its taste, and enjoy with the proper chew. What we will do in normal situation, we'll have the food just to finish that food. We want just to attend that meeting just after the food, or we'll try to finish it out because maybe I have to upload a new post on the Facebook, or I have to call my friend. So will not be very mindful for the food what we are having. So here is one example of the daily life where you can see that we are going for a morning walk, but while having a morning walk, are we really focusing on the morning walk or the morning breeze, and are we giving importance to our health, or we are thinking about the other step which is going to happen further in our full day. So mind is full of the garbage so called, or mind is we are mindful at the activity what we are having. So it is very important, and I'll tell you that how to have the mindful, that have a pause when you will go in the morning or when you are having your lunch or the breakfast or the dinner. Start observing and feeling that yes, you are having some a good food. Start chewing very slowly, and then have a mouthfeel of that. Then only you can extract the best out of that food. uh, at last, I'll say that the most important thing is the sweat, because no one else can be a better judge of yours in terms of your food style or intolerance, liking, dislikings, your inherent food allergies. Nobody knows better than you. And you have to find out the strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat among the food choices available with you, in front of you, as per your culture, as per the availability of the food. Then the best fit alternative you have to choose to nourish yourself and to stay healthy. So that's it from my side. I think it is a short presentation because I have to attend one office meeting after that. However, I'll tell you, if you have any queries, definitely you can write to me, reach out to me. You can have a direct contact over the uh, different social media platform as well. So thank you from my side. If any quick questions you have, uh, because already I was late for the meeting. Yeah. So any queries?
Yeah, participants, if you have any queries, you can click raise hand option. You'll be unmuted.
Or you can write
Yeah,
down to
sir.
me.
Sir, one
Yeah.
person has
Please.
raised his.
Yeah. Please.
Hello. Hello,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Namaste. See,
Namaste.
during this COVID time, we have been
Yeah.
asked to take different herbal medicines. Does
Yeah.
it affect our internal system or does it boost the immunity? Because we are in a dilemma. We have been advised, we have been actually told by so many people to take that kashaya, this kashaya, and all the other things. Right?
Yeah.
Does it really help you out? It be thinking that it will help us out, but does it not affect the normal digestive tract system or whatever it is? Will you please elaborate on that, sir? Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. See, as we know that if we'll have the proper, we'll follow the proper nutrient system as available in our fruits and vegetables in our daily food, as we know that we have a good culture of the food, and we have certain so-called masalas or kitchen cupboard readily available. So I'll always focus that you should go for that. It will always help. But if you are not able to follow, and you are not able to have that, or it is not readily available in your home, it is, if you are outside and you are a bachelor, or you are staying at the hostel, I think that can be a alternative option. But I always prefer that you should go with the natural options, natural food, homemade food. It will always improve your immunity and will provide you all the necessary nutrients which can save you and make you healthy.
Yeah, I request Akshay to unmute Dr. M. Anuradha, madam. Madam will add to this.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Suraj, first of all. And I would like to add to your points for this particular question, that whether we need to take all the kashayas and all that. Anyway, I'm giving a lot of information in my next talk. But as the question is there here on the right on the platform, so I want to just clarify you. See, the taking anything too much is too bad for anything. Everything should be in a limit. When you are taking kashayas, there are some people who are allergic to, as he said, you are the best judge. You have to know your food, your allergies, as Mr. Suraj and Dr. Prabodh was mentioning. You know that if you take a lot of ginger or garlic, sometimes your system cannot take it. At that time, better to avoid such things. You have to be very meaningful and take only one time instead of regular coffee and tea, or you can go ahead with this green decoctions like maybe pudina, tulsi, or little cinnamon, little lavanga, and little elachi, and little pepper. They should be uh, in a stable constitution of this. Should not be very thick, which will irritate your stomach. You should not take anything which irritates your stomach. Otherwise, all these kashayas are being advised to you with the food what we take. Every day we take lot of food. Turmeric we take, ginger we take, pudina we take, and we take pepper, we take cinnamon, we take cloves, we take all these things in our food daily. That is being given in the form of a decoction, as that is being called as kashaya. Apart from this, if you are taking with strong herbs, which are medicinal in their nature, if your system cannot accept it, if you feel like you are having stomach burning or your system is little disturbed, then stop it. With this introduction, I just ask Sharda. Over to Sharda. We can move on to the next talk.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you, Suraj sir, for your wonderful presentation. You gave so many ideas to stay healthy. At the same time, we should be nourished with good nutrients too. And most of our participants are students, and you gave the right dose of staying healthy with suggestion of foods to take and to avoid. Thanks for accepting our invitation, and thank you so much, sir, for joining with us on this World Food Day celebration. For the next session.
Thank you so much to invite me.
Yeah, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. For the next session, I would like to call our principal, Madam Dr. M. Anuradha. She has completed her PhD in Krishna Deva Raya University, Anantapur. She started her career as a scientist and lab in charge in Dr. Reddy's Laboratories Limited. She worked as a senior scientist and head in Sami Labs, Bangalore. Later, Madam, she started her own company, Rishi Herbal Technologies Private Limited, in the year 2004. She joined Padma Shri as a principal in the year 2004. She is also the director of PIMS Research Center and Biotech Finishing School from 2011 to till date. She has the academic and research experience in nutraceuticals, medicinal plants research, and plant biotechnology. She worked with national and international agencies for developing novel nutraceutical products for human and veterinary use. She is the BOS chairman and BOE at the Karnataka Open University. She is also the BOE member at JSS College for Women, Mysore, and MLACW, Bangalore, and BOS member at Dayanand Sagar University. And Madam is also the member of Academic Council, Bangalore University. She has organized many seminars and conferences at national levels, and in national levels participated and presented various research papers at international, national, and state level seminars, conferences, and workshops. And she has attended many national seminars as a resource person. She has filed patents for many of her research, and one was US patent granted. She has completed many projects and ongoing projects funded by DST, KBITS, Government of Karnataka, Department of ITBT, and SNT, Government of Karnataka. She has published many of her research papers in reputed journals. With this introduction, I am extremely privileged to welcome our Principal Madam, Dr. M. Anuradha, for her talk on challenges in food industry, nutraceutical solutions. It's over to you, Madam.
Thank you, Dr. Sharada, for your nice introduction. I welcome you all for my talk, and it is almost afternoon. But anyway, I will finish my talk within a short while. Let us have an interactive and discussion session at the end if you want to have. And because this COVID time, everybody is talking about COVID pandemic and food industry, food intake, and all these things people are talking about it. Here, I just want to throw a light on exactly what we are eating. Is it right or not? And at the same time, what are the challenges faced by the food industry? As a student or as a participant, if you are keen, if you are innovative, as Dr. Prabodh mentioned and Dr. Suraj mentioned, you can definitely find a solution for these challenges in food industry. What are the challenges? Today, let us know about challenges in food industry. Food is the basic thing, right? I always say that food, health, these are the two things which are basic things, basic necessities, and these are not luxuries, these are necessities. Especially we realize that how important is food and how important is health in this particular time. Thanks to COVID, thanks to this Corona time, which made us to realize in our life what exactly is important. And in my talk, I'm going to talk about a little bit about nutraceuticals and why these nutraceuticals and how these nutraceuticals are getting converged into food. The word nutraceuticals, many people will be scared to listen. What is this complicated term of nutraceuticals? But it is a mixture of nutrition and ceutics, that is health, food, medicine. Like if your food is your medicine, then you need not worry. See, you need not worry about your regular health. It can take care of your health. And what are the various nutraceutical alternatives in the food processing industry? How we can confluence the food industry and nutraceutical industry together. The challenges in food industry are, you all know that sustainable food production is very, very, very important. That is the theme of the World Food Day, where growth, nourish, and sustainability. These are the threes. This we have to do it together. Sustainable food production is very important. See, now we were very happy that during COVID times, agriculture is taking a real front place, and many people have gone back to their villages and started the agriculture. Unfortunately, nature is not with us. Now we are having a lot of problems because of this unprecedented rains and floods which are happening throughout South India. In such a situation, what exactly is the solution? What exactly is the solution? We will talk about that little later. Then adequate supply of food. Yes, food security is the one everyone is talking about, but nutritional security is much more important. If you just give food, that is not enough. It should be nutritionally rich. Nutritional security to the last person of the country also, you need to be able to supply nutritional food. Food security, which combats malnutrition and undernutrition, is the order of the day. National government, central government, and state governments and nutrition mission, everybody is talking about this. Now our aim and goal is delivery high quality food products. That is our aim and mission. And reducing post-harvest losses, there it comes, India is number 1 to 5 in many agricultural products. We are producing a lot, but we are losing a lot too. There are certain crops, 70% is lost in the transit because of the post-harvest diseases, post-harvest losses. Tomatoes, mangoes, papayas, all these things. Now people are thinking how to increase the shelf life. What you have to do to increase the shelf life of these products till it reaches the consumer. Value addition by processing to avoid losses. You need to definitely do value addition to avoid losses. I will talk about what is the idea of processing, what we are having, and our experience at Padmashree about this. And increasing the shelf life is, we are going to talk about this. This is my favorite slide. See, people are always against the processed food. Don't get confused with the processed and junk food. Junk food is different and processed food is different. All processed food is not junk, and all the junk is not processed. You should understand this. No, can we get away without processing? Whenever I have a combined seminars for the nutrition people and food people, always we will have a problem. People come and say that don't eat processed food. That is statement they give. But can you get away without processing? See this milk. It is processed in the cow's body itself. It undergoes particle size reduction, hydrolysis, fermentation, hydrogenation, emulsification and extrusion. Then you get the milk. It is processed by cow, right? And later further we process the milk into so many dairy products, curds, koa, rasgullas, and so many other things. So many other things we do. Why should we do that? Otherwise we cannot preserve the milk. The amount of milk what we produce, we cannot have it either in the milk form only. You have to process it into different products, and that is such a huge big industry. Even when cow is processing it, if it is being fed with pesticide rich or some other material like vegetables which are spoiled or which are rich in pesticides or plastics, whatever milk you get also is equally junk. It is not good for your health. So entire value chain of processing need to be taken care to give a very good healthy food. It is not the processing which makes it junk. It is what we do it. We really get involved and add junk, or sometimes, many times, we make the food unhealthy by doing, following methods which are not safe and secure. Now, what is the various challenges? As I told you, in food industry, they need to worry about safety. They need to comply with the regulatory. What do you mean by complying with regulatory? Everything you might be seeing on food labels. In labeling, you will be seeing that there will be a red dot, a green dot. There will be many other things, a mark or what. These are all the things which really say that whether the food is vegetarian or non-vegetarian, or it is safe to consume, or what all the ingredients which are present. Everything is there on the label. Who regulates it? FSSAI regulates it, FDA regulates it, they regulates, and you have to follow the compliance. So food industry is having the first challenge, that is you have to go ahead with the compliance. One simple example is recently one famous noodles factories have been charged with the high content of monosodium glutamate. Monosodium glutamate, immediately you might be thinking, oh, they are adding something. It is not that they are adding something. There might be a contaminant. Monosodium glutamate is present even in beans, fresh beans. That is the one which add taste to the fresh vegetables. Because monosodium glutamate is present in fresh vegetables, you get that taste. That sweetish, fresh vegetables are definitely tastier than stale vegetables. That is because of the presence of that. But it should be in the limits. If it crosses the limits, then nature can balance it. But human beings, when you are adding it, you need to really think about it. And contamination may happen at various places. And when you want to give tasty food without doing processing methodology, texture may modify, and you may not like the texture. And you have to think about packaging. You have to think about moisture. If more moisture is there, microbial load will be there. All these are all challenges in food industry. When food is processed, there are various techniques which are followed. It may be a thermal processing, which we do it at home, like boiling, microwaving, roasting, steaming, and drying. These are all the various methodologies in food processing industry which are followed. These methodologies definitely add challenge to your nutrient value. They sometimes destroy the nutrients. Non-thermal processing are also available, freezing, irradiation. So many non-thermal processing methodologies are available. Here, I'm not going to go in detail about the processing methods because these processing methods, it takes a lot of time. Each method takes a lot of time. You have different papers, like 50 hours papers in these methodologies. These things you will be studying in your subject, but I'm trying to tell you that before it comes to farm to fork, somebody mentioned farm to table, farm to cup, even you take tea, coffee, or you take milk, you take anything, before it comes to your cup, it would have undergone with so many methodologies described here. While doing this, you are destroying the nutrients to some extent. So you need to choose a safe method and safe alternative to have the hygiene food. That is the challenge for you students. That is the challenge for you to the participants. If you are innovative, if you are creative, you come out with a new methodology which will have least effect on the ingredients which are used in the food processing methodologies. Maillard reaction, this I want to really mention about it. What is this Maillard reaction? Carbohydrates at high temperature, and these things, it becomes almost like a poison. That is why bakery foods, we say that bread, you have to remove the sides with the brown part of it and eat. That is because of Maillard reaction would have happened. That's why that taste will come, flavor will come, aroma will come, but it produces carcinogens. So you have to be careful with this particular reaction. Those things you will be knowing when you are studying your subject, but I want to give a just glimpse of it and what we can do with our food. Now, we discussed about the processing. Today's topic is challenges in food industry. I have shown you certain minor challenges what food industry is facing. And I told you that nutraceutical solutions. Before telling the challenges and the nutraceutical solutions, I just want to give you 1 or 2 minutes about nutraceuticals. Let thy food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. This is being told by Hippocrates, father of medicine. You are what you eat. That's what he says. If you don't eat your food like your medicine, you may end up eating medicines like your food. You may have to put a plate full of medicines and eat at the fag end of your life. So you have to eat your food like your medicine. Many early civilizations followed this concept. Now, thanks to COVID again, we are getting back to our traditional food, and it has been documented as Dr. Prabodh was mentioning, that beautifully mentioned about Nalapaka and Bhim and all those people, how they have given, even they started with the hygienical preparation of the food in their texts. These are all about food. In this food, what it makes like a medicine. The nutraceutical part of it will make it like a medicine. For example, turmeric, it not only gives you color, it has got curcumin, which is an antioxidant. It has got wonderful anti-diabetic properties. It has got wonderful properties for immune boosting. There are many things which are there, curcumin and curcuminoids, and lot of bioactives present in your turmeric, which is a food, is a medicine actually. But you have to use it like that only. I have seen many people after this COVID drinking glasses and glasses of turmeric water. If you just take turmeric and put it in water and drink, that will not help you at all, because many curcumins are not soluble in water. They are soluble, fat soluble. That's why it has to be added to the tadka, as he was mentioning. It has to be added to the milk because milk contains a lot of fat, so that it dissolves the curcumin and it becomes a carrier to your body. That you have to do it. And there are many other things which really make your food wonderfully healthy. I don't want to go in detail about nutraceuticals. It has been coined by Stephen DeFelice in 1989. And this is part of the food, or food which gives health benefits, is called as nutraceutical. After this, there are many other terminologies which have been told, like medical foods, designer foods, phytonutrients, functional foods, dietary supplements, nutritional supplements, medi-foods, vita foods, superfoods. There are many things which have come into market. This may be because of the marketing terminology, which will really catchy and take you, but still, whatever the terminology is, definitely your food has got complete solution for your health. The convergence of food and nutraceuticals, I already told you. What are the nutraceuticals which are used in food industry? They use minerals, vitamins, colors, pigments, antioxidants, flavors, sweeteners, everything. You know, and what are the ingredients and concerns? We will talk one by one. Sweetener. Generally, I'll go from the beginning. Synthetic colors are used to make food appealing. Here, I want to tell you one thing. Generally, what we do, we first eat with our eyes. Then first we eat with our nose. As soon as somebody is cooking in the kitchen, we say that very good smell is coming. That's what we say. We eat with our nose. We eat with our eyes then. It should be appealing. If the food is not appealing by looks, however tasty it is, you don't feel like tasting at all. Then your tongue will taste it. When that is the such situation, that is why many people are adding synthetic colors to the foods. Even FDA approved, even whatever approval it is there, I'm totally against to this synthetic colors. You have wonderful variety of natural colors available, and these natural colors gives wonderful color. Every color is available, every natural color. All naturally colored food is antioxidant. It is everything which is naturally colored, not artificially colored. Beetroots, carrots, tomatoes, blue grapes, cranberries, blueberries, you take anything, including white, like onion, garlic, and greens, like all your greens have antioxidant properties. So you try to replace the synthetic colors with natural colors. Students who are all going to see, visualize your future, you can work on this wonderful area. Here you can really think about replacing the synthetic colors in the entire food industry. Algal pigments, you have wonderful colors, starting from purples to yellows to all colors of Vibgaya are present in algal pigments. You can think about extracting the algal pigments and selling them, or having a color industry with natural colors, which can be added to the foods. And concentrates and flavors, all vanilla ice creams and whatever it is been with synthetic things, because natural vanillin is very expensive. Because of that, we are trying to get synthetic colors. Here I want to tell you one small interesting thing. How vanillin is produced. Vanillin is produced from an orchid, Vanilla planifera, in this orchid, and this orchid is produces beans. As soon as you cut the beans, it will not have any flavor at all. It has to be fermented. Bioprocessing will happen. A microbe will ferment to release vanillin. That means biotransformation. Microbiology kids, you please think about this. Microbiologists, you think about this. If you can have isolate a microorganism which can convert the substrate present in the vanilla beans and convert into vanillin, you can do it in the laboratory as well. And you can really sell that consortium of microbes to hasten it, to fasten it, so that it can really convert more vanillin. And in synthetic vanillin, in semi-synthetic vanillin, sawdust, how much sawdust we waste. This sawdust is the first basic substrate. If you have the microbe, you have the system properly, you can convert the sawdust into vanillin flavor. That is called as wealth from the waste. You can do that. Saffron, very, very expensive. It is costlier than gold. It is 2.5 lakh per kg of good quality of saffron. This particular plant grows in very cold temperatures. It needs -4 degrees centigrade for 45 days to flower. We cannot grow it here in South India. We cannot grow in hot climates, in hot tropical climates. It is grown in very, very risky areas of Kashmir and other places. But this has got an alternative. There are cheaper alternatives. And we won, our students won a prize for this alternative of saffron. It is night jasmine flower pedicel, has got all the properties of saffron. You can think about replacement for this costly vanillin and saffron and cheaper synthetic alternatives which are carcinogenic, and try to replace. Then sweeteners. Diabetes is the one which people are selling diabetic sweets If you go to any big sweet shop, you can see the diabetic sweets. They do add aspartame because it is cheaper. But stevia is a wonderful alternative. You know, stevia took such a long time because of the lobby to get through the FDA regulations. People have not accepted stevia immediately, but Japanese started using from ages. Why? Because you know, stevia has got steviosides and rhabdolisides, and it is 600 times sweeter than sugar. At the same time, it is highly stable. At cold temperatures to use it in ice creams, at hot temperatures to use it in rasgulla, it is stable. It won't degrade. It is very, very stable. That is why you can, whether you see, you observed or not everything is being with artificial sweetener. All sweets are not available because of their instability, but steviosides are very, very stable. You can find out such alternatives plenty. I'm giving only one or two examples. Plenty. Only thing is you have to think about reducing the cost of product. If you reduce the cost of production, definitely food industry will grab it and you can have healthy food, healthy processed food. Then next comes preservatives. Everybody will say that don't eat that food. It is having a preservative, sodium benzoate. It is carcinogenic. There are some limits for that, but still it is very, very dangerous. You have natural preservatives plenty. Rosmarinic acid, grapeseed extract, apple seed extract. There are plenty of natural preservatives which can be used as an alternatives to this synthetic preservatives which are harmful. Again, the challenge is the cost. But grapeseed, we throw it. Apple seed, we throw it. These are all the things which you throw. We throw it. We don't use it. These things can be used as a preservative. If you produce in bulk, startups are being given with a lot of boosting. There are everything. What I am talking is an idea for a startup. Please take it from the point of view of starting a business or utilizing it and making your processing industry healthier. Give solutions for the problems what they are facing. And minerals and vitamins, these are all added. You know, iron shakti atta you have in the market. What they do, they take ferrous sulfate and mix it in your atta and give. That is not good for health. Not only that, it oxidizes and it is not natural. It is in the inorganic form. Instead of that, you try to get biofortified foods. All biotechnologies have got complete future. That is going to be the future. Please think about it and try to get biofortified foods either by CRISPR technology or you have simpler methods of biofortification so that you can get naturally rich foods. And at the same time, I'll tell you one more example. See, calcium. If you take a calcium pill, you need 1 gram calcium pill every day. After 40s, almost all women need it because of their menopausal problems. Their bones become brittle and they are prone to osteoporosis. Such a scenario, you have calcium rich algal material. Algae which is rich, they can fix lot of, because it is there in corals. All these things are natural calcium rich materials. The algae and corals grow in the same place. So sea has got lot of calcium, dissolved calcium, and algae fixes it. When you take this natural source of calcium, definitely your health will be good. See, now I just want to say that till now I was talking about the problems which are faced by food industry and nutraceutical solutions. That is also not easy, you know, when you are trying to supplement with nutraceuticals, many times it loses because of the methodologies. These are all the various methodologies I have given. If you use high fertilizer, they reduce vitamin C. To get good amla and good other things, and you put a lot of fertilizer, that particular amla will have lesser vitamin C. Milling will remove dietary fiber and vitamins. We get super fine rice, double polished, triple polished rice. It will remove your dietary fiber and many vitamins which are present in their outer coats. And then you do blanching. All water soluble things will go. Vitamins and temperature sensitive vitamins will go. So you need to find out a methodology how to really do this without losing this. If you do canning, it reduces vitamins. If you do freezing, nutrients are preserved, but nutrient losses happen during thawing. You cannot take the frozen vegetables like that only. When you try to retrieve it back by thawing, you will be losing it. Pasteurization preserves the nutrient in fruit juices, but they get affected. In some of the methods, they do get affected. High pressure processing, relatively efficient method. This preserves vitamins, flavors, and colors of the food. See this, I'm giving one solution also. So when you are adding nutraceuticals, you have to identify best method of processing so that you can preserve the nutraceutical. Dehydration reduces vitamin content. Dehydration also, there are various methods. If you do high temperature dehydration, you will lose a lot of vitamins. You have to follow a better methodology to do these things to preserve your nutraceuticals. This, I don't want to talk too much about this, but these are some examples. You can take this PPT even in the YouTube, it is present. You can even collect it from our organizers if you want to have. This gives you complete idea of all the nutraceuticals which are present will be losing, whether they're sensitive to temperature, pH, oxidation. If you have this thing, this chart with you, you can really think about the processing methodology which you can use it when you are using the nutraceuticals. See, as I told you, this I have already told you, this is the too technical. I just don't want to go in detailed technical things. We can have one more technical session to give all these detailed things. Here, processing technologies will take off many of these things. For example, if you boil, many people will have the habit of boiling. Lemon juice you should not add, or any vitamin C you should not add when it is boiling. You should add at the end, because it has to retain. Vitamin C need to get retained. That is why to salads, or even to your lemon rice, or to whatever it is, you need to add, squeeze the lemon at the end. Even to your green tea, don't add lemon and cook it, boil it. You have to add at the end. These are certain things which you need to remember while you are in processing methodology, even at home. See, because of this nutraceutical industry, extraction methodologies are available. You have concentrates, and they have resolved many challenges which are there. While extraction, without losing its stability, they have resolved by introducing supercritical fluid extraction, microwave extraction, and enzyme extraction, so that when these nutraceuticals are extracted, when you are getting concentrates in the market, they use one of these things. For example, rosmarinic acid is extracted with supercritical fluid extraction. This is carbon dioxide, liquid carbon dioxide extraction. It is high pressure extraction where carbon dioxide is compressed at one pressure, it becomes liquid. When this liquid carbon dioxide is passed through the herbal material, either through beetroot or anything, it takes out the color and comes out. After that, when you remove the pressure and bring it to normal temperature, then that carbon dioxide again will become a gas. It evaporates, leaving the color behind. That's wonderful technology which has been coming in, which has come long back, but it is taking over. It is little costlier technology, but still you can use certain sensitive nutraceuticals by extract sensitive nutraceuticals by this technology. As I already told you, stevia is the best sweetener, and this is because of its stability. Turmeric I already told about. Vanillin also I told about. The picture is different. Vanillin has been, the picture is, saffron picture is there. I'm sorry for this, but vanillin fermentation can be done. Semi-synthesis of vanillin can be done, and you can do biotransformation also. Meat preservation, here you can use carnosic acid and rosmarinic acid. These are the natural preservatives, and they even tenderize the meat also. I don't know whether you know about it. Papain tenderizes meat. That's why some people cook along with papaya so that meat gets tenderized. And that is there is a delicious dish in certain parts of South India which they mix with papaya. They do this marinating fluids. You know, if you can release marinating natural nutraceutical marinating liquids to the market, that is going to be a great market. You know, these are all the ideas, these are all the challenges where you have nutraceutical solutions. I will give you one more interesting example, that is zeaxanthin from marigold. That last thing what you are seeing is a marigold flower. Everybody have seen this, right? You would have seen this marigold flower everywhere. And this orange colored marigold flower is fermented in the field itself, and it is being they extract. This is called as marigold meal, And this marigold meal is being taken to the extraction units, and they extract zeaxanthin and lutein, and they extract many things from this marigold meal. And this marigold meal or zeaxanthin is being fed to poultry so that the egg yolk will be dark orange in color. As I told you, know, first we eat with our eyes and nose. If it is dark orange in color, it is very appealing, and appealing at the same time because of the zeaxanthin, it is very good for your eye health. That's how you have to think and incorporate nutraceuticals in food processing. Many of you might be wondering why Padma Shri is giving a course called as food processing and nutraceuticals. What is that is a different industry. This is a different industry. Why these two things need to be studied together? Now these two things have already converged. A lot of opportunity is there. You need to really, especially during this particular time, people have realized the importance of nutraceutical, and people have realized the importance of utilization of this nutraceuticals in the pharmaceutical, in the processing industry. Every nutraceutical company has started with a food division. Every food company has started with a nutraceutical division. Here I want to mention one of our students, Steffi Agarwal, who did in the first or second batch of our battle finishing school program. She joined one Kakra company, Dadi's Kakra. Maybe all of you would have known about that company. After going there, she started thinking, and she said, I developed a nutraceutical Kakra, madam. I felt so happy about it. You know, people started thinking that when you are taking food along with that, have the food which is having good benefit to your health. What are the various opportunities for your future research? You have to identify alternative things for expensive synthetic ingredients, so that which will you can avoid cancer and you can avoid many other diseases by finding good alternatives. Replacing synthetic food colors with natural colors, this I have already mentioned. Replacing the natural sweeteners with synthetic sweeteners like aspartame, replacing natural preservatives. You can have every, nature has given us a lot of solutions. Even here I want to tell you, aspirin. Many of you might be knowing more about aspirin now because it reduces blood clots. People are being given with aspirin or ecospirin or heparin to reduce the blood clots after COVID for post-COVID inflammation. This aspirin is acetyl salicylic acid, which has been first identified in plant only. And most of you might be knowing about hydroxychloroquine. This is also been extracted from the plant only. Later, to make it cheaper, they made a synthetic version of it. But all the solutions we are having in plants, in nature, not only in plants, in nature, we have solutions for everything, starting from mental health to starting from to physical health to for everything. No, you have a solution in nature. Only thing is we have to identify it and utilize it. And meatless meat is one more thing which is really picking up, and it is going in abroad when vegans come out, but still they want to have a food which tastes like meat only, but they don't want to have a non-vegetarian food. Here they made plant-based protein supplements. Recently, I have seen one company in India is coming out with a plant-based egg. You can have an omelette which is similar to natural egg with all nutrition values, but it is plant-based. That kind of research is going on, and where technology is really going up and up. Don't think that food is only recipe making and cooking. It is a housewife's job. It is a job for innovation and creation and coming out with solutions for every problem, whatever we are having had in past, having now, and in future also. With this, I just want to wind off my session. I thank all the speakers on behalf of Padma Shri, and at the same time, I thank you, all of you. I'm overwhelmed because we had only 300 participant limitation. In between, I got disconnected when I want to enter. It is showing that limitation is out. You cannot enter. That kind of message is coming on my laptop. So it is a lot of overwhelming participation. Why I felt overwhelmed, as because it is World Food Day. All big people are doing World Food Day. At 10 o'clock, agricultural universities, many big companies and many food institutions are doing food seminars and webinars. But still, I had a good participants, not good, overwhelming participation. I can say that I'm very happy for this. And I thank all my fellow colleagues and also the participants. Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you so much, madam. You have rightly addressed the present scenario and mentioned the challenges with solution and opportunities in food industry for the students. And also, madam, you rightly said the importance of nutraceuticals and the link between food processing and nutraceuticals. Thanks for guiding us always in the right direction. Thank you so much, madam. Participants, now it's open for discussion. If you have any questions, you can click the raise hand option. You'll be unmuted. You can ask your query with madam. Yeah, Arpita. Arpita is having one query. You can ask Arpita. You can unmute and you can ask your question.
Excuse me, madam.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma, you can go ahead.
Can I know that? Can I please repeat the name of which can be plant name which can be replaced saffron?
That is night jasmine flower pedicel. Night jasmine, we call it as parijatam, which with a coral colored pedicel will be there, not to that flower.
Yes,
That you can use it.
thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Participants, if anybody is having any query, please unmute yourself. You please click the raise hand option. You will be unmuted. Yes, Govindarajan.
Hello, madam. Namaste.
Yeah. Yeah, namaste, sir.
Madam, are you happy with the processing units that is there in Karnataka? If the processing units were to be on the top, I don't think farmers would commit suicide, because now you see so many people are throwing all these grown vegetables because they are not getting good price. And what are, is there a shortage of expertization in the processing unit?
Definitely, sir. There are many things which are happening. I do suggest to the people generally having a unit in the place of cultivation. For example, there are some places which are rich in tomato cultivation. During one particular season, tomatoes are thrown and they don't even harvest because they don't get the right price for that. That's why they don't even harvest. In such a scenario, if you can have processing units, like how these cold chains are being made in Andhra Pradesh, in many places, you have very good cold storage units there. In similar way, you need to have processing units starting from cold storage units to complete product. For example, tomato can give many products, including the color. Starting from sauce to, there are many products. Government should think in these lines, and they should start having processing units in those lines, including papaya. All these places in transit, we lose lot. We need to have lot of processing units. Government is already encouraging, but I don't know why it is really not taking up to that extent.
That's what. Thank you. Correct.
Yeah.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Mukta, next to Mukta Hegde. Please unmute.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Now, like many food companies in the just for business, they mix the like very pure ingredients with the artificial one, which may harm our good health. Like in this COVID-19 time, like ma'am told, turmeric is used a lot. Even it may be with water or milk. So how can we know whether it is mixed with some bad ingredients, or is it pure?
Generally on the label, it has been very clearly mentioned what all the ingredients they have used. And food security and food safety, food audits are been happening in all the companies, but because of the huge population and because of many other hitches, we could not able to really boil down, and FSSAI people cannot reach the last person who is doing this adulteration. But in FSSAI website, if you go to FSSAI website, there are lot of information how to identify the adulterants at your home only, including honey, how can you identify, turmeric, how can you identify. All these things have been given in FSSAI website. We ourselves has conducted one webinar only on this food adulteration and how to identify at your home. That we did it. You can be in touch with our organizers. I think you can get that video, and you have a lot of material which is present in the FSSAI website.
Ma'am, if I may add to this.
Yes, please.
Yeah, if you go to the FSSAI website, you will find something known as a DART handbook. This DART handbook will give details about every single adulterant that may be commonly used adulterants in the common foods, and home methods to determine the adulterant. It is available on the FSSAI website. Please check it.
Yeah. Next. Dr. Pratima, kindly unmute. You can ask your query. Yeah.
I would ask, first of all, let me congratulate Padma Shri for such a wonderful event. And all thanks to Dr. Subramania of KBITS to invite me to join this session. In fact, in some discussion, when I heard Dr. Anuradha madam, wonderful to listen to you. So was Dr. Prabodh's session. All kudos to you. I wanted to add something. I hope I can do that. And because we have all young population as the participants, I wonder on World Food Day if we could address a concept of hidden hunger. Now, our students community coming from well-off urban households may not be aware that their diet may not be sufficient in minor nutrients which are required. We do talk about balanced diet, but perhaps when it comes to day-to-day life, we hardly much look into it, especially our younger population. And one way when we are leading in heart diseases or diabetics, it's very unfortunate that we are also expanding on something which is known as the obesity at the abdominal area. So there are two problems. One is overnutrition, one is undernutrition. So on World Food Day, being a food technologist and from GB Pant University of Agriculture and Technology, our country's first university, and being into teaching and learning in terms of biotechnology under Bangalore University and VTU, I wish to try to draw the attention of students here that, dear students, if at all you can take care of the hidden hunger of nutrients, micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals, it will be a great thing. So kindly take care. Do not come to the deficiencies which are talking about vitamin B, particularly, or iron, or things of that sort, or vitamin B12, another one, which in fact we all also tend to face. You know, students, India is a tropical nation and we have enough sunshine, but we are deficient in sunshine vitamin. Can you imagine? We study so much, but why can't we apply to our lifestyle? So through the banner of Padma Shri, a food technologist in me wants to address this to all of you, the 200 plus present here, that take care of your health. If health is there, yes, wealth will be certainly coming. But in case you have lifestyle diseases, it's very unfortunate. You are studying food science, you are studying biotechnology, you are studying fermentation, but make sure that your own diet, your own lifestyle is attended to. So Google this word, hidden hunger, try to combat it. Never reach a doctor for a deficiency disease. Be always healthy, is what exactly I'll try to say on World Food Day to all the young members present here. Thank you, Padma Shri. Thank you, Dr. Subramania, to give me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Pratima. It's really great to be on board, and you have given wonderful piece of suggestion to our students.
Thank you, madam. And wonderful to listen to you once again.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Have any query, please, you can click raise hand option. Yeah, ma'am. Now, dear participants, on behalf of World Food Day, still we have planned for so many events. It will be announced soon. You will get all the details regarding the contest, and I request all the participants to participate. And we have posted the feedback link in the chat box. Kindly check and fill it. You will get the certificate within 15 days. we have come to the end of the session. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our distinguished speakers, Dr. Prabodh Halde and Mr. Suraj, for making excellent presentations and made this webinar interesting and meaningful. And also, I would like to extend a special thanks to Mr. T.K. Narayanapal sir, our Managing Trustee, Padma Shri Group of Institutions, and Mr. Satish sir, Chairman, and Professor Rajesh Shenoy sir, Director, for their continuous support and guidance and for providing encouragement at every point of time. And always, I want to express my gratitude to our principal, Dr. M. Anuradha ma'am, for providing constant encouragement and support. As no program can become successful with a single person, so I extend my big thanks to all my colleagues and the coordinators for this event and for their constant support. I wish to thank all the participants for paying your valuable attention. Thank you, one and all. Yeah, Akshay, you can end the meeting.